afternoon, everyone. Very good afternoon, my dear online students. How are you all? My dear online students, good afternoon. Thank you, Vijay. How are you all? ನಿಮ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫೈನ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಲ್ಲ. What you said? Who said? What? Me. Hey, I'm minching, where am I dull? Voice, no energy because I'm on fast. I'm fasting. Thank you, Tejaswini. Thanks a lot. Okay, what we learned last class? What we learned last class? What frames? What is iframes called as? Image frames. What is iframes called as? Iframes are called as internal frames. Why iframes are used? Why iframes are used, or what do you mean by iframe? Online students, even you can reply. Yeah. To add external website, like what do you mean by external website? Nothing like advertisements? Yes or no? For that reason, you will be using iframes. Yes or no, online students? Yeah, to add external content. True. Okay. Today we will learn, and also we learned about lists. Yes, what are the different types of lists? Ordered list, unordered list, and okay, in description list, how many? You have description data and description term. What is the difference between description term and description data? What is the difference between description term and description data? Term is term, data is data. Yes? Yes, sir. Okay. So now, today we will learn something about, and today will be the last class of HTML. Yeah. HTML is last, not front-end technologies is last. HTML. Okay? Nan ille irbeka. HTML is last, that's all. Then, after that, we will start with your CSS. And you all have a breaking news, good news, whatever you want, you take it. Tomorrow, it's a holiday. ಜನ್ಮಾಷ್ಟಮಿ ಪ್ರಯುಕ್ತವಾಗಿ ರಜೆಯನ್ನು ಘೋಷಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. What? Today is Janmashtami for fasting people. Tomorrow playing. Playing, avaya. Hey, tomorrow people, I mean, they'll hang that pot and they'll break, no? Tomorrow people will play with that. ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಕರ್ದವ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಓದಿಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. What? ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಡ್ರು. You want to play today only? Okay, we'll play. We'll hang you ulta. Who will break his head? Then they are winners. Okay? Done? What? Who is speaking? At least let me know. No, I'm seeing him also. Okay, today we will learn the last topic of HTML, not front-end technologies. Last topic, that is what it may be. What it may be. Heart attack abutini. Illa heart attack ak satoktini. It is nothing but called as HTML forms. It is nothing but called as forms. Forms andre eno? Yeah, what do you mean by forms? What do you mean by forms? Have you seen this Google Forms? Yes. Now we will see how to create a forms like that. Not Google Forms. See, for an example, if you consider this Facebook page. Okay. For an example, you consider this Facebook page and this Facebook sign up page. Okay. Facebook sign up page. In this, what and all you'll have? You'll have first name. Yes. You'll have last name. What and all you'll have? You'll have email. Yes or no? And you'll have phone number. Phone number, landline number, whichever you want, you keep. And what else you have? You have something called as password. Yes. And then ಇದೇ ಅಧಿಕ ಪ್ರಸಂಗತನ ಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನೋದು. What else you have, guys? Okay, before this, let me create one simple page. Before this, let me create one simple page that is nothing but. No, today, see, let me consider one page that is your welcome page. Okay, welcome page or login page. First of all, let us create something called as username, password, and login button and cancel button. Clear? First, we will develop this page. Okay. So how to start with this? How to start with this? So now, how will you write? You will write something as doc type. Yes or no? Doc type HTML. What is your doc type HTML called as? What is your doc type HTML called as? Root element or parent element. Next one, I have to open the HTML tag. Okay, after that, I have to close the, open the head tag. And after the head tag, I have to open the title tag. And what will I mention the title as? Let me mention it as forms. Okay. And now, let me close this title tag. Clear till here? Clear till here? Any doubts? After this, let me close this head tag. And now, let me open which tag? Which tag? Let me open the body tag. So now inside this body tag, first of all, let me consider that I want to open this username. Okay. So now what I will do, first of all, the tag name used for forms is form only. Okay. So this one you will use. And now don't write. Don't write. And now I will be using something called as label. What do you mean by label? What do you mean by label? Huh? Label is similar to your paragraph. Okay. So inside this label, I will write something called as for is equals to 1. Inside this label, I will write for is equals to 1. And after that, what should I write? And then inside this, let me pass one content. I'll close this. And now I have to pass some content to it. So let me pass the content as user name. Let me pass the content as user name. And now let me close this label tag. Clear? 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 After that, I will use something called as input tag. I will use something called as input tag. And inside this input tag, I will write one attribute called as type. I will write one attribute called as type. Now you people tell me, username is a text type. You will enter text there or numbers there? Text. So I will give the type as text. Clear till here? Clear till here? And now I will pass ID is equals to 1. And then I will pass ID is equals to 1. Now tell me, is my input tag a paired tag or an unpaired tag? Input tag is a paired tag or an unpaired tag? It is an unpaired tag. Yes. So now my first requirement is I have to generate something called as username, and I want to get this box. I have to get the name also, and I have to get this box also. So first, for this labeling, this is called as labeling. This is called as labeling. So only I have mentioned it as label. For is equals to 1. Guys, keep one thing in mind. Always your for value and ID value. Your for value and ID value should be the same. your for value and ID value should be the same. Okay. So now what I'll do? After that, I have to pass some content called as username. Yes or no? That is the first one which I want to create here. Username. Yes. And then if I have to get this box, can you see the box here? If I have to get this box, I will be using a tag name called as input. I will be using a tag name called as input, and inside this input, I am supposed to pass one attribute. See, if you wanted to add background color, what attribute you used to pass? Style. If I wanted to add image, you used to use source. Yes or no? So in the same way, if I have to get that box, I will be writing the type as text. And I will give ID is equals to 1. Guys, these things, your for and ID value is nothing like but your roll number. See, you will be having, suppose consider that I don't give that for value and ID value, okay? How will my computer or how will my code get to know which one I have to write first? It can even get jumbled, no? So, since I want to tell my code saying that this is the first one which I want to type, means this is the first username. I want the username text field first. Then I will be writing for is equals to 1 and ID value is equals to 1. Clear? Done? Now I want to add some space. This, it should look beautiful, no? If I don't give break tag, no, it will be like this, attached. I don't want it to look like that. Yes. So now, let me give some, what? Let me give some break to this. Let me add BR. Can I write like this? Can I or can't? I cannot write. Guys, if you write one break, no, you will have just little space. If you add 2 breaks, it will have some minimum amount of space so that it looks beautiful. Okay, done. Next one, which is the next text field, I want to generate my password text field. Yes, so that I have to give the label first. So what will I write? I will write label and I will give for is equals to 2. And then I'll close this. And what I have to pass there? I have to write something called as password. I have to write something called as password. And let me close this label type. Clear? And now I have to give the input. Now the label is there. I want that box to be typed. So what I will do? I will use the tag name called as input. And then I will write type is equals to, is it text or is it numbers? Both. I'll just write text. Okay. So now I will write the type as text and I will give ID is equals to 2. Clear till here? Clear till here? Yes or no? Online students, yes or no? Online students, yes or no? Guys, yes. If you want, you can give text also. If you give text, what will happen in this password field is, the password will be visible to you people. The password will be visible to you people. Guys, whenever you people enter the password, no, how will it be? It will be sorted format. Yes or no? So that it is not visible to you. So you can give, if you want it to be visible, give it as text. If you don't want it to be visible, give it as password. Give it as password only. Okay. Clear? Done. So now let me add some break here. Yes. So let me add some break here. And now what I have to get? I have to get this login button. So what I will do? Again, what I'll do? What I'll do? Should I give label? Should I give label? Can I say, okay, if I give label also, okay, I will give label and I will write for is equals to 3. And let me give something called as what? Login. Okay. And now let me close this. And now let me close this label tag. And now I have to pass some input to it. I have to get the box, no? So I will write input type is equals to what you'll give. It is a button. So I will give it as button. Clear? Done. I will close this and I will give ID is equals to. Done. Done. Any doubt? Any doubt, guys? Online students, any doubt? My dear online students, you people have any doubts? No? Okay. So now I want to get this cancel button. Yes or no? So what I'll do now? What I'll do? I will again give the label tag and I will write for is equals to 4 and then I will pass one name called as don't write, guys. I will give you enough time to write. Don't write. And I will close this label tag. After that, I will give input. I will give input type is equals to button, button. Okay. And then I will give ID is equals to 4. Clear with this? Clear with this?
Ma'am, I have, ma'am.
So now after this, let me give the what tag? Let me give the break tag. Okay. After this, what I should do? I have to close the form tag. I have to close the form tag. Then I have to close the body tag. And then I have to close the HTML tag. Clear? Clear? Any doubt? Let us see this practically. Yes or no? Guys, you people have any doubts, online students? My dear online students, no need to close input tag. That only I said you input tag is not a paired tag. It is an unpaired tag. We can directly give button tag only. Yeah, you can directly give button tag. But since it is the first time you people are doing it, write it like that only. Okay? Done? Pushottam. Are you people copying this? Wait, before copying, let us see the output. Then you people copy. Shall I continue? Yes or no? So now I will create the name something called as form. Form.html. Okay. Shift tab, enter. Let me clear this. And now what will I give the title as? Let me give it as HTML forms. Clear? Done? Now inside the body tag, let me just give something called as input. Someone asked me, ma'am, shouldn't I close the input tag? Guys, see, if you in the computer only or in the Visual Studio Code only, as soon as I type input, I'm not getting any closing tag. So obviously it is an unpaired tag. Yes or no? Vijay, you got it? Vijay? Yes. So now what I have to do here, guys? First of all, let me save this, okay? Let me save this. I'll go here and let me run this program. If you people observe here, am I getting a box? Yes or no? Can you observe the box here? Yes. Ma'am, I don't know which box is that. I don't know which box is that. So let me give some label to it. Yes. Yes or no? So now let me go back to the program and after this body tag, let me give one more tag called as what tag? What tag? So let me give it as form. Yes. So now what I have to do, guys? What I have to do? First, I have to pass the label. Yes or no? I have to pass the label. So let me give something called as label. And I have to give for is equals to 1. And let me close this. And what is the first one I have to get?
Username, madam.
Something called as user name. Okay, sorry, user name. And now after this, what I have to do? I have to give my input tag. So I will give input and I will type is equals to what? Type is equals to text. Clear? Clear? Now I will give something called as ID is equals to 1. Done till here? Yes or no? I'll close this, go back, refresh. Someone called. Guys, can you observe here? The username text field has got created. Yes or no? You want me to clear this? I'll clear. Yes or no? Idukadu bye bidro. Yes, I have got my first text field, that is nothing but your user name. Yes or no? Now what is the next one I am supposed to get? Password. Yes. So let me take this, copy, let me paste this. So now I will give for is equals to 2 and let me give here as what? Let me give it as password. Oh, sorry. Let me give it as password and then I will change the ID to 2. I will change the ID to 2 and here let me give it as text only and let us see what will happen. Okay. I'll save this. Go back. Refresh. See what will happen if I don't give it to the, if I don't give a break tag, what is happening? It is getting displayed side by side. Yes or no? So now these types of elements, when it gets displayed one after another in one single line, if any output get displayed one after another in one single line, then those types of tags are called as inline tags. Inline tags. Clear? What do you mean by inline tags? Any output which gets displayed in one single line, then those types of tags are called as inline tags. Clear? Done? Now I want that to be displayed in the next one. What will I do here? I have to give some break to it. Yes. So here, let me give one break tag. What will happen if I give just one break tag? See, it doesn't look good. Yes or no? So now what I will do here, I will give one more break tag. Clear? Let me save this, go back. Now there is a differentiation from one to another. Yes or no? So now what is the next one I have to create? The next one, I have to create something called as what? Now, ma'am, go back to the program and type one password here. Can you see? If you observe, I'll click here. Can you see? I'm able to type. But I want it to be invisible. So what I'll do? Username you can type here because I have given it as text only. Okay. So now I'll go back to the program. I'll go back to the program and I will change the type to, okay. Now let me save this, go back, refresh, and when you give the type as password, what is happening? Before I had given it as text, it was visible to everyone. Now what am I doing? I am giving it as password. So what is happening there? So it is getting changed. You are getting it in the form of password only. Yes. So now got to know the difference between password and text. Yes. So now again, let me go back to the program. What is the next thing I want? What is the next thing I want? So
Login,
now,
madam.
Sorry. Okay, the next thing I want, I will take the label tag and I will give for is equals to and I will give it as 3. Okay. And now let me close this and I will say it as what? I will say it as login. Okay. Now what I'll do? I will take it as input and I will take type is equals to button. Mutton anta bardbutira. It is button. Okay. And I will give ID is equals to 3. Done. Done. Me save this. Go back. Refresh. What is happening here? What is happening here? See, when I use the label tag, a separate label is getting created. So now let me remove this completely. And here only I will give it as login. Okay. Save this. Go back. Here. 1 second.
I'm placeholder.
Wait, Ra. I'm writing. Wait, Ra. Now, if you want to get button, what you will do? You have to give the type as button. And for that button, you are supposed to give some name. Yes or no? So name, can I give it as button or shall I give it as cancel? What can I give it as? Can I give it as login? Yes or no? So now let me give this as login. Save this. Wait. Huh? What? Correcta? Correcta? Huh? Okay, let me see whether it will work or not. Yeah. Now you're getting it. Okay. Yeah. I made a mistake. Okay. So for button, what you will do? If I want button, don't give any label tag. Just give type is equals to button and pass some value to it called as login and give some ID is equals to 3. I want another one thing. Yes or no? Should I give break tag? I should not give break tag. So what I'll do? Let me copy this and let me go here and let me paste this and let me take this as cancel. Yes or no? And let me save this. Go back. Refresh. Am I getting it? Yes?
Yes, madam.
What you thought? What you thought? Who thought what? You said something. You spoke something, Jashwant. Tell, it's okay. Hey, tell Ra. What doubt you had? Okay. Done with this? Done with this? Clear? Now, what happened? Why are you people laughing? What happened? Tell. Jashwant, unless and until you don't tell, I'll not continue with the class. Tell. 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 Then why you three are giggling? Tell soon. I don't have time. Jashwant. Okay. So now, the next type of form I want is, let me give something called as sign up. Okay. And in this one, I want first name, last name, I want gender, I want email, and then email. Okay, I want phone number, and I want month or date of birth. Okay. So I want all these types of input forms in one single form. Okay. So now let us how to give space between login button and cancel button. Guys, for button, you cannot give space. Already the space itself is created. Yes or no? See, the space itself is created. If you want, there only you give break tag. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, you cannot give any break tag. It is like that only. Don't give any space. There is no tag name for horizontal spaces. You have only spaces for vertical one. Clear? Done? Shall I move to the next one? So now what is the first thing I want to create? I want to create something called as first name. Okay. So now let me take this username and let me give it as first. And let me remove this 1 second. Done. Let me save this. Can you observe here? I have got something called as first name. Then I want to display the last name. What you'll do? I want to display the last name. Guys. So again, I'll copy this complete thing and then let me give some space. And I will take this as for 2. And now instead of first name, let me keep it as last name. And then should I change the ID here? Let me save. Yes, I got last name also. Yes or no? Next one, what I want? I want email. Gender is next. Let me give some type called as email. Okay. Let me take for is 3. And now, instead of this, let me write something called as email. Okay. Let me write something called as email. Now, guys, if you people have seen this email text field, if this is my email text field, here inside the text box, by the first only it will be something called as enter mail. Yes or no? Yes or no? So when I place the placeholder there, this will get vanished and you can type the correct email ID. Yes or no? So now what we'll do here? What I have to do here is nothing but I will write input type is equals to email. I will write input type is equals to email and then I will give some title to it. I will use one attribute called as title and inside this title I will say enter valid email ID. I will say enter valid email ID. Clear till there? Clear till there? Yes or no? Yes. After this, what I will do? After this, what I should do? Ma'am, you said you want to use something called as placeholder. Yes or no? So after this only, I will give something called as, can you see the attribute here? What is that? Placeholder. And placeholder is nothing but inside this box, what is that you want to type here? I mean, what is that you want to see? So I will say enter. I will say enter email. I'll save this, go back and refresh. Can you see here? Yes or no? Yeah, if you observe here, see, for your username, I did not give any placeholder. I did not give any placeholder. I just got the input box. Yes. For the last name also, I did not give anything, but I got the input box. But for email, I wrote something called as type is equals to email, but I gave some title to it. I gave some title to it and I said enter valid email ID. Yes or no? After that, if I have to get the placeholder, means I want something to be typed like this. See if you want. Now, if I click here, see, as soon as I enter something, it is getting vanished. Yes or no? So now again, let me remove this. I am getting it. Yes. So now For this one, what is the attribute you will be using? You will be using something called as placeholder. Clear? Done? Any doubt? Ma'am, for last name also I want to give. If you want, you use something called as placeholder and then give it. Okay? Done with this? Now what is the next one I want? Email I got. Shall we give something called as number? So, phone number. Yes or no? So let me give the break tag. And now the same thing you use. Label. Wait. And now, what is my for number? What is the number? 4. And here the ID also, let me give it as 4. Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. Next one, what I have to do here? I have to change this to phone number. Phone number. And now type I have to give it as phone number or numbers. Numbers or phone numbers. So I have to give it as number. Save this. Go back. Refresh. Can you see here? I can enter numbers here. But don't keep like this. See, you're able to enter what? I'm able to enter only one number here. If you see here, can you see here? Yes or no? I'm getting only single digit value. Don't give like that. Just give it as text only. Inside the text, you can add numbers. Yes or no? Yes or no? So now, for phone numbers, let me give it as text only. Okay. I'll save this. After that, what I have to get? After that, what I have to get? Now, we also have something called as date of birth. Yes or no? So for that one, let me pass the label as. Let me pass for, I will keep it as 5. And ID also, I will keep it as 5. And instead of phone number, let me write it as DOB. Okay, done. So now here, what should I give it as? What should I give it as? Type, should I give it as numbers or text or date of birth? Huh? Date of birth only. So can I say date Okay, will I get it? Will I really get it? Am I getting it? What I have to do? Huh? But instead of this, can I directly give month? Instead of date of birth, can I directly give something called as month? Month. Yes or no? Can I give or can I not give? Hey, I'm asking you a question. If it's wrong also, it's okay. For date of birth, can I give it as month? Huh? No. Then I have to get this, like I have to get the calendar here, no? So then what you'll do? Huh? Date. Okay. Let me try with that. So I have to give alone here as data. Huh? Save this. So now you can see here, I am getting the month and also with the calendar, I am getting it. Yes. Don't use numbers, don't use text, but instead you can use date. If you want month also, what you will do? For the month also, the same thing I have to use. Yes or no? For month also, should I use the same thing or I will get a different thing? Okay, let me see here. I'll copy this and now I'll go here and I'll paste it. Okay, let me take for value as 6 and ID value as 6. And then instead of date of birth, let me give it as month. Here also, shall I give it as month? Yes or no? Guys, reply. You don't have mood today. No, mama. Why? See. Guys, see here. What is the difference between this date of birth and what is the difference between this month? Anything similar? What is the difference, guys? See, what is the difference? Guys, when you give date of birth, you are getting month, date and year. So here also if you observe, you have month, dates and year. Yes or no? But if I take alone with months, I am getting all the 12 months here. Yes or no? Can I change the year here? Can I change the year? See, I am clicking on it. Am I able to change? But I
No,
can change the month, no? I can change the month. Now I want it for year. What I'll do? Now I want it for year. So what I will do? I'll go back and let me give some break to it. Yes, clear with this? Now I want it in the form of year. So I will copy this, paste this. And for value is 7. And then here I will change it to what? Year. We'll change it to year. And now ID value also I will change it to 7. Let me save this. Should I give it as month or year? Done. Save this. Go back. Refresh. What happened? What happened? Am I getting here? Am I getting here? Why you are not getting here? Why you are not getting here, guys? Why you are not getting here? Use your brains, no? Why you are not getting here? Don't you think that in this date of birth only, here only you have year? Yes or no? You have year here only. Have you ever seen a penny sign up page with date of birth, month is separate and year is separate? Yes or no? Everything you have it at one only. Yes, done. Here only you have your year. Okay, can you see here now? When I click here, my year is getting displayed here only. Here, year. Yes or no? So don't use this. If you want, you use it. If you use also, there's no output you're going to get with this. Okay. So now let me try with something called as checkbox. Have you heard about this? Have you heard about checkbox? So now let me save this and I will give the type as what? Let me give the type as checkbox. Let me give the type as checkbox. And now let me save this. Go back. Refresh. Can you see there? I am getting a checkbox. Yes. But there is no content to it. So what I have to do? I have to pass some content there. Yes. So now I'll go here. After this, I will write something called as HTML. Clear? Clear? I want another one input, ma'am. Okay, what you do? Copy this. You just paste it here. Okay. And now, let me not take this ID. Or if you take also, it's not a problem. Don't take any ID in this, okay? So now, instead of HTML, I will write CSS. I'll save this, go back, refresh. Can you see here I have two checkboxes? Can you see I have two checkboxes here? Next one, I have something called as radio buttons. Yes or no? So now what I'll do here, I'll go back and then I'll go here. And now let me give some break to this. Let me give some break. And now let me take something called as label. Let me take something called as label. Guys, before that, you have something called as drop down. Drop down. Yes or no? City. For city, you have drop down. What do you mean by drop down? Don't know? So you will have a text field and you will have an arrow mark here. So when I click on this arrow mark, I will get list of options here. Now how to display that one? Now how to display that one? So okay, I will write label, and I will say select city. I will say select city. And then I have to give some options here. Yes or no? So now what I will do, I have to use my input tag. Yes, input tag, and I will give, should I use input tag? Should I use input tag? If I use input tag, do you think that it will come? Will it come? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, let me give input, and what I have to give it as, okay. You will use input tag, but what attribute will you give? Okay, you will give type also. And what you will give? Type is equals to Mumbai, type is equals to Karnataka. You will give like this, sir. Will you give like this? Then what
Select.
you will do?
Select, madam.
There is something called as select tag. Guys, if you people observe, just wait for a second. Let me go to this Google page. Okay, guys, see now what I'll do here. I want what? I want for what? Drop down? Yes. So now let me go here and let me inspect this. Okay. So guys, okay. So if you people clearly observe here, that is a drop down, no? It is a drop down. Can you see here? There is an option called as select. Select. You want me to show it again? Wait. Okay. Guys, see here. I'll go at here and I'll just inspect this. That option is getting selected. See, when I just click here, that option is getting selected. Can you see here? The drop down is getting selected. Now, again, when you click on this, can you see something called as option, value 1, option, value 2? Yes or no? So, in the same way, if you have to give options, first I will be using a tag called as select. Okay. And inside this select, I will give the list of options here. Okay. So I will give option. What will I give the first city as? Let me give Karnataka. Okay. And next one. Next option, give some 2 to 3 cities name, no? My dear students. Control C, Control B. Okay, what will I give it as? Andhra Pradesh. Okay, next one. Bari nimni mesra kotkolri. Next. Okay, sakishte sako. I'll save this. Go back. Refresh. Now, if you people observe here, this is a drop down. Yes. So when I click here, am I getting the list of cities which I had given? Yes. Yes or no? Ma'am, now I don't want directly Karnataka to be displayed. I want some placeholder inside this. What you'll do? I want some placeholder inside this. What you'll do? You will click here and what you'll do? Where you will pass the placeholder? Inside select you will pass. Okay, let me see what I have to give. One second. Okay, inside this I will say placeholder. I will give placeholder, and what I'll give? I will give it as select Select city. Correct? Yes or no? I'll save this. What's happening? Am I getting it? Why am I not getting it? Have I used any input tag there? Have I used input tag there? Then how can you pass some space placeholder inside that? It's not possible. Yes or no? Now you got to know how to write this. Yes or no? How to select for drop down. Now we will see how to go for which one. Which one? Next one, you have something called as radio buttons. Yes or no? So now I will give the label. I will give the label and let me give it as gender. Let me give it as gender. Okay. So now inside this also I will be having options or not? Yes, sir. Is it options to give drop downs? Let me separately give input tags. Yes. So now I will give input and I will say type is equals to radio. Type is equals to radio and let me give some value to it as male. Okay, let me give it as male and let me again copy this. Let me again copy this, paste this. You have only 3 genders, no? Any other different gender you have? Animal also I'll put there. Okay, let me give it as female. Okay, next one is what type of male? What type of gender? Others. Okay. So now, okay, let me give some break tag to this. Okay, I'll save this. I'll go back. I'll refresh. It is getting displayed next to another. So let me give break here also. Yes or no? So let me give break tag and let me give another break tag. Clear with this? Save. Go back and refresh. Now am I getting? Now, guys, if you observe here, for example, I am female. Ma'am, I want only one gender to be selected. But there what is happening? I am able to select all 3 genders. No one is from all 3 genders, no? No. No one is there from all 3 genders, no? So now, for this one, what am I supposed to do? For this one, what am I supposed to do? Guys, so inside this, not ID, inside this, I will pass something called as name is equals to gender. Okay, I'll save this. Everywhere I'll copy this. Okay, copy. Next, I'll paste here. Save this. Go back. Refresh. I am a female. Okay, someone is a male. Can you see? What is happening? Is the all 3 options getting selected? No. Only one single? Yes. If anyone belongs to this category, mention it. If anyone is from this or this, mention. Clear? Done? Got to know how to create forms? Then what? Anything else left out? Drop down I've shown. Checkbox also I've shown. Gender button also I've shown. What else is left out? That's all. Buttons. Login button and cancel button also I have shown. Yes? Done? So now your task is, so now range. Why do you want range? Why do you want range? Not range, guys. You have something called as age. You have forgotten that only. You don't want age. So now let me give something called as age. Okay. Let me pass the label and what I'll do here? What I'll do here? Guys, after this, let me write something called as age. Okay. Now, in this age, what I'll do is age is number or not. So I will pass the input tag and I will say type is equals to number. I will give type is equals to number. Yes or no? Don't pass the ID. If you give also it will work. If you don't give also it will work. Okay. So now I'll go here. I'll refresh this. Can you see here? Can you see here? I am getting the age here. Yes or no? Ma'am, but whichever page you open, if anyone has to get one social media app, first of all, he has to be at the age of 18. Yes or no? And maximum unless and until he's alive. Yes. Now, ma'am, if a kid comes and enters, obviously kid will do. If a small child comes and creates one Facebook page, then it is a misuse. Yes. Now I want range of values. Now I want range of values saying that the starting, see, if you people observe here, the starting, it is from 1, 2, 3, and it is going maximum. Yes. Now I want to give some range saying that the minimum should be 18 and the maximum can be 90. Okay. So now I will be using, see, now in this one, you people are able to see with, see, it is starting from 1. I don't know till what it is ending. It is going with negative numbers also. So now what I'll do, I'll go back to my program and now I will use another one attribute called as minimum. I will use one attribute called as minimum and I will give, he should be at least minimum 18 years of age. Yes. Boys madhya madkolake ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ 18 ನೋಡು ಎಂತ ಆತರ್ಗೆಟ್ಟವರು. Okay. So now, and I will give maximum value as 100. Okay. I'll save this. Go back. Refresh. Can you see here the age, the size, the width of that got decreased? Yes. Now I will start with the first value. What is the first value I'm getting? 18. Now end whichever you want. What is the end number I have given? Is it exceeding more than 100? Yes or no? So you got to know how to give the age also. Guys, why do you require range? Adesh, no need of range. First of all, you create this page. Then let me teach about range. Range is not used. In any Facebook sign up page or any sign up page, have you seen something called as range? What range you want? Poor, high class, middle class, that range. Adesh, this much is enough, Baba. Okay, clear? Now, your task is student details. Student details. I want to create one form for student details. In student details, what and all you will have? You will have name, number, email ID, address. Yes. Then, what you have? PIN code, branch, whatever you want. Can you create a form like that? Yes. Ma'am, I want all this text in the center. Then what will I do? Then you have to learn CSS, which I will be teaching when I take the CSS class. Done? Done. Okay, ma'am. Yeah, now you understood what the task is. What is the task? Doubt, ma'am. You want a copy? Okay. Will you people understand or should I add some comment here? You'll understand? Pakka? Yeah, please. Created already. Yeah. You can use, see, for solving one max question, you will have n number of tricks, no? The same way for writing one code also, you'll have n number. You can use this also. That is bit easy. So I wrote that. ಓ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ತಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕರ್ದ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ ಕರ್ದ CSS ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು CSS ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಾಳ್ಮೆ ಡನ್ why today is so much less strength all are celebrating Janmashtami then ISKCON temple ಪ್ರಸಾದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರಾ how can we remove Karnataka on select city field Krishnamurti for that I cannot use something called as placeholder okay because I have not passed the input tag to that so only I cannot use something called as placeholder so only I said don't write it okay No, Krishnamurti, there is no option for that, ma. If you want, you do one thing. You add input tag to that, you give the title to it, and you give something called as placeholder. Then you will only get to know what the difference is. Yes, Krishnamurti, you can do that also. Jyoti, the task is you have to create one student details form. You have to create student details form where you will be having first name, last name, email ID, address, pin code, everything. Okay? Why you three will be laughing always? What is the joke you people will be cracking? Huh? The girl sitting next to them will know for sure. What are they cracking jokes, ma? I have to select default option as Kerala. Yes, Anu, correct. Correct, Jyoti. See, Varda, if you have to select there is nothing like default option. See, if you have something like drop downs, no, for every drop downs, you will be having different values. If you want only as Kerala, just give the option as Kerala. That's all. Don't give any other options. That is the only thing which you can do. Because in a drop down, you will have n number of options. That is the reason you cannot only select default option as Kerala. Done. Share code, ma'am. It is visible on the screen. No, you can copy it. Varda. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll put it in the chat box. Shall I put it in the chat box? Okay, wait for a second. No, I cannot send so much. Wait. One second, wait. WhatsApp. Guys, if anyone has written the code, can you please share the picture in WhatsApp, please? Guys. Oh, my dear students. Yeah. Can anyone share the picture in the group, please? Guys, someone share the code in the group, no? Okay, wait 1 second. Ma'am, once again check Dropbox. Varda, what is it you want to say? Yeah, what is happening in that? Check to Dropbox. Okay. Okay, what you have checked in the Dropbox? It's not Dropbox, it's drop down. What you checked in that, Varda? Varda? checkbox drop. Okay, you're getting the output. Are you getting the output? Vardha, I'm not understanding what you're trying to say. Guys, done with forms? Yes? Everyone? Done now? Guys, everyone done? Done or not? Done now? Everyone completed? So this completes with your HTML portions. Okay. Why claps? Completion of HTML. So, okay. After this, your CSS will be continued. For now, your HTML is over. Any doubts you have in HTML from the day till now, whatever I have done, please come and ask me now only. Online students, ಕತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನ ತಲೆ ಆಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Yes, online students, any other doubts you have? So this completes with your HTML portions. From tomorrow, we will start with your, not tomorrow, tomorrow is a holiday. We will start with, after that, we will start with your CSS. Okay? Done? Yes or no? Any other doubts you have? Any other doubts you have? You want to ask me anything, talk anything? Huh? No. Okay. Shall I? Why tomorrow holiday, ma'am? Because of Krishna Janmashtami. Because of Krishna Janmashtami, it's a holiday tomorrow. Ma'am, in password, there will be a I to see the pass rate, how to get that one. Everything, those things I will teach you in CSS. Don't worry, I will teach you. I'll not run away anywhere. I'll be here only. Yes, please everyone scan with your attendance. On ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇರಪ್ಪ. Everyone scan your attendance. Hey guys, wait for a second. Wait for a second. Don't scan. Wait. One second. Wait. Abhishek, Eclipse is not used for. See, the very first day of the class only I said the different types of text editors you'll be using is either what and all text editors you will be using. You will be using Notepad++, Visual Studio Code. You will not use Eclipse in this. Ma'am, yesterday class. Oh, yesterday was Sunday, ra. Saturday's class. Okay, I'll share. Yeah, please scan the attendance. Please scan the attendance. Guys, can someone share the attendance link in the chat box? Attendance link idea. Chat box. Done. Done. Everyone. Jashwant. You were so silent in the starting, and now you have become so naughty. Huh? Because I didn't hear you. Because of what? You're feeling free now. Hey, that is what he said, nah. I'm feeling free now. That is what even I said. Did I say something else? Then? Okay, fine. If you're done scanning with your attendance, you can leave for the day, guys. And tomorrow is a holiday. Please don't come to class. I mean, don't join the class. Okay, bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Attendance link. It is shared in the chat box. Please see it.
ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವ ನಾವು ಇದು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ತರ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ
ಅದೀಗ್ಲೇ ಬಿಡ ಎಲ್ಲ CS ಕಳ್ತಿದ್ ಯಾಕೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಆಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಾನೆ ನಂಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, I'll share the code. Just give me some time. I'll share the code.